meeting the runner-up from last year?
Well, we're excited about it. In fact, we were talking about on the bus ride on Sunday coming back. We were really kind of wanting to go to a regional outside of the West to kind of put our stamp on our program nationally. And this is an opportunity for us to go play a national brand in college baseball and make some noise. Both Mississippi State and Louisiana Lafayette are national type teams, and Louisiana Lafayette has over 50 wins this year, and we're going to a hostile environment, and we're welcoming that opportunity. We're very excited about it. Like I said, we were talking about it on Sunday. We wanted to kind of head east, and as the regionals started popping up, we're like Indiana, we didn't get to go, Florida, whatever, and then Cal Poly popped up, and we weren't in it, and I was very tickled by that. And we knew at that point we're going to go somewhere back east and take on some hopefully national foes, which we are, Mississippi State.
Hey, Mark, you said after the Mountain West Championship that this would be a chance for the rest of the country to see what San Diego State's all about. What are the Aztecs all about?
Well, I think one of the things is we're an experienced club. We're a gritty program. We're a blue-collar program that we kind of pride ourselves on earning everything we get. And this is another opportunity. We earned the championship this past week, and we expect to go out there and earn some respect and hopefully earn a regional championship.
Can you talk about maybe a little bit of the conversation you may have had with Tony, as you're preparing your team going back there?
Well, again, Tony's so proud of our program, our kids. Again, a lot of these guys have been here, for 3 or 4 years. These two guys have been around Tony, for 2 years and for 3 years here, or 4 years now. And it's just one of those things. He's just so proud of it. I think one of the things that we try to do all the time is kind of reach his level of expectation, his standard, and that's what we talk about. Continue to play the game the right way. That's what he preaches to us all the time, whether it's players, coaches, trainers, do it the right way. And so he's so proud because we've done that.
How often do you talk to him?
It just depends on whether I can get a hold of him or not. We try to touch base with him every day as a staff, and when we do it, again, a lot of times this past week was good stuff. We were winning games, and so it's a lot of celebration, and let's go get him the next day. And so that's kind of how that's been going the last few weeks.
And for Bubba and Tim, how often is Tony on you guys' minds?
Every day.
Yeah, all the time.
We're always praying for him and trying to make sure that we hear about how he's doing. We're out here grinding for him every day, and we know that he wants to come back with us, and we want nothing more than that. So, everything we do on the field is for him.
Has that been extra motivation for you guys?
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Exactly. I mean, just like Coach Martinez said, every time we step on the field, we want to exceed his expectations for us, honestly. And to come away with another Mountain West championship was no better feeling because I knew he was sitting at home watching it. So,
Talk about how the tourney went and how that kind of prepares you for what you're probably going to be facing.
it definitely prepares us a lot because, I mean, Vegas was at their home field, so it was definitely like a regional atmosphere, a lot of fans, a lot of, cheering. But, just to come away with another championship like that and to hold that trophy again really just makes us all more confident. And, like I've said to Coach all along, like I'm addicted to the dog pile, and I want nothing more to have more. So,
I think it benefits us too, coming from the losers bracket, just because we dealt with some adversity. Being walked off is obviously a tough feeling to deal with, and the way we came out the next day, you couldn't even tell that we had been walked off the night before, and then going and beating UNLV twice at home, which is something that hadn't happened all year against them. So, with their fans, very rowdy fans, I think it's going to prepare us well for Mississippi State and everything that they have to offer over there.
I think the other thing too is that last year, winning a championship last year prepared us for this year's conference tournament. It also springboarded us into a 42-win season. When you win championships, it breeds winning, and have this group that came back this year, their goals were set extremely high, and so going over to win the conference championship was kind of expected from our group. And so last year it wasn't like that. You know, we're at a 500 clip, and we went in there, went through the losers bracket and won. But what that did is it developed a lot of confidence for this year, going into this year from September all the way to now. And we do have high expectations for this program, and it's based on the fact that we've, you know, raised a trophy last year and kind of got that great feeling in our program of, you know, winning a conference championship.
Are you playing your best ball now? I think I saw a stat that in the last 6 games your team batting average about, I think it was 330, 340 with a team ERA of 2.6. I mean, that doesn't get any better than that.
Well, yeah, and again, I think even if we didn't win the conference championship, I think that was going to come into play for an at-large bid, is that we were playing really good down the stretch. And a lot of it was just more kind of mix and match our lineup. And once we moved Brad Hanel into the 4-hole, it kind of made our entire lineup offensively click. And we kind of bumped him up to the from the 5-hole to the 4-hole, and then that kind of trickled down through the entire lineup, and we started swinging the bats a lot better. So he was kind of the catalyst for us kind of getting it going offensively, because we've been a roller coaster all year long offensively. It's been some games that, you know, we can go out there and bang out 15 hits and score 10 runs, and then there's times that we go out there and we have 3 hits, no runs, and so it's been like that pretty much all year. But we didn't really see that in the conference tournament, except for the game against Reno. We had to kind of grind a little bit and get after it and kind of walk off against them. But other than that, all those games that we played down there, our offense was clicking, and hopefully we can continue that into the regional.
Is it going to be nice to see 3 teams possibly that you've never seen before, whereas opposed you said if you were seeing in the West, there's maybe a little more familiarity?
Absolutely, and you know, there's no preconceived notion of what we're going into. You know, our kids grow up, you know, knowing these names. We play them in midweek, we play them on weekends, we know how they play, we know their style, we know what to expect, whether it's Irvine or UCLA or whatever. So yeah, it's a lot of freshness to it, going out and playing a new program in Mississippi State and hopefully Louisiana Lafayette, and again, stamp our program nationally. That's kind of what our goal is, to go out there and do that, and we're on a mission to go out there and win it.
I feel like one of the main things, you know, for this coming regional is to not let it get in our heads of who we're playing or who's on the other side. You know, just because they were runner-up national champions last year, and Lafayette, you know, they're over 50 wins and they're one of the top teams in the country. I feel like if we just kind of put that aside and just play the baseball like we know how to, I feel like no one's going to be able to beat us. You know, with our team pitching and with our pitchers pitching the way that they know how to, and with our offense and defense working like they know how to, everything's going to come together, and I feel like no one's going to really touch us this regional.
You're the starter?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
For the first game?
haven't
We have
determined
not.
that.
Yeah, we have not.
Okay.
We taxed Bubba a little bit the last couple weeks. You know, way back to the UNLV series, he pitched on Friday night. Then we pitched him on short rest against Fresno State, and then we pitched him on short rest into the conference tournament. And then we turned around and had him pitch on 3 days rest into the championship game. And there's a reason behind that, because we feel like he's our best guy, and so we have to evaluate where he is the rest of the week to see if he's going to pitch on Friday. And if he doesn't pitch on Friday, we're okay with Mark Seiler going on Friday and him coming on Saturday. So either way, they're both exceptional pitchers, and we're good either way.
Mark, you guys fly out today, and then tomorrow, is there like a media day, or what do you do tomorrow, and then you play on Friday?
We have practice tomorrow from 1 to 2:15. It's pretty short. Then we have a coaches meeting that evening, and then we strap it on Friday and get after it.
Tim, as a veteran on this team who's kind of seen the progression over the last 4 years, the back-to-back NCAAs, what makes this team different than, you know, in the past?
I think just overall, like our team chemistry and how we mesh like together on the field. Like I've never been on a team since I've been here that has so much fun on the yard and just really wants to do nothing but win. And you know, freshman, sophomore year, I was like a lot younger, and we didn't really have that older leadership like we do this year. And honestly, this team just has a lot of fun, and we're not afraid of anybody, and we just go out there and have fun and just play baseball. So that's the main difference.
Tim, I'll ask you this because I think you have a close following, but are you expecting family, friends, the show to show up down there?
My dad already got tickets, so yeah, I'm gonna have my mom and my dad and my brother and sister come out, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Other guys? Other, you know?
Other Bubba's down there?
Yeah.
No.
There's plenty of those guys.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure we'll run into a few over there.
Any other questions? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks,